Hey guys, welcome to tonight's Survivor Chat.
Another freaking great episode of Gen X versus Millennials. This is episode 4.
This series is delivering.
I love it. All right, so they get back to the Gen X camp, and
they're, coming off of a huge blindside of Paul.
Chris and Brett are pissed.
Yeah.
Jessica's like, let's talk, and Chris is like, no, I'm not going to talk about.
No, get out of here. But then when she starts explaining it to Brett, he's like, all right, come say it to me. You just told her you didn't want to talk.
All right, well, Sunday and Lucy, they're distancing themselves from Jess. They want to turn on her because
they're trying to blame her for this whole flipping thing. Lucy's like, well, if she's going to turn on Paul, what's going to stop her from turning on us?
Sunday's like, oh, maybe we shouldn't have, went against the guys.
Yeah. Oh, God. Yeah, so Lucy is trying to step into that leadership role now that Paul's out of the way.
Yeah. And
she thinks she's going to be calling the shots.
The guys are like, yeah, next
sure,
tribal.
You go for it.
We're going to zap her ass.
All right, let's talk about the Millennials.
They're hungry.
They are.
They're
looking for like a pig or something.
Yeah. But it was actually a goat.
Maybe there was some sort of pig as well, but
I saw footprints on the beach.
Yeah, they spotted a goat like way up. Mm-hmm. So they're looking for it. Meanwhile,
Adam is hunting on his own for a hidden immunity idol.
Oh, Adam. I love Adam.
I really like him too.
So he ends up finding a clue.
But not the idol.
Yeah, so I'm wondering, did David's idol from the other tribe have a clue?
Absolutely.
And he just found the idol before the clue?
Of course. What do you think they gave the Millennials a clue and not the Gen X?
It would have to be the same on both sides.
All right, well, it's time for the challenge.
Okay. It's a reward challenge, the first of the season.
Barbecue.
There was a lot of food there.
An S-ton of meat there of all different types.
There were veggies too, though.
Yeah.
Like peppers and stuff.
Yeah. All right, so
the Millennials have an extra person, so Michelle sat out for this challenge.
This is that cuckoo one in the water where it's like
Fight Club.
It's exactly like Survivor Fight Club.
I would never want to compete in this challenge ever.
It's like Survivor Capture the Flag almost, except that you got to get a ring and bring it to your flagpole.
Yeah.
This was nuts.
Yeah, so this was 2-on-2.
First up, Chris overpowered Adam and Jay.
He was just like, come here, guys. He held them both back.
That was crazy, and David scored on that one.
Yeah, and it's best of, you got to get up to 3, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And then the second one, Taylor was growling.
That was bizarre, but it was amazing. He was like, rawr!
Ken still beat him, because Ken is the best.
Ken is a rock star.
Of course. Freaking Michaela lost her top, and she still ended up getting the point.
That was crazy.
She is tough as nails.
I am really digging Michaela right now. I think she's
a
great player, and she's exciting, too, to watch.
Yeah. For the final matchup, though, the surf freaking kicked up, and it looked like they were going to drown or something.
Yeah. It was almost like if you were holding on to it, the water would take you to your pole.
Yes. It was an epic battle, though, and Jeff was right in there and almost got knocked down and, dragged out
that was
by
crazy.
The surf as well. He was like,
Jeff Probst splashdown. You just, moved my chair.
I know. Well, it was like the wave.
It was the wave. But anyway, Chris and David ended up beating out Zeke and Jay to win it for Gen X.
That was great, and they got the reward, so...
Looks like meat's back on the menu, boys.
That's right. But they didn't go right to the reward. They went to the Millennial tribe, Adam, looking for the idol. He followed the little clue. Mm-hmm. He found it inside of a giant clamshell.
I like how they were hiding it inside of objects this season.
I like fun. That too. I'm a little surprised, though, that they didn't also hide it in a coconut.
They wanted to change it up.
Because they said it's inside a shell. It could have been a coconut shell.
Well, it wasn't.
All right.
But it was a little bit scary because Hannah wasn't that far off. She was like, hey, how's that idol hunt going?
Did she say that?
Yeah.
Oh. All right. He found it for his mom. This was very
so emotional. Oh my God.
It was emoshi.
It was.
Emotional.
Yeah. I really feel for him. It was tough.
It's very tough. He's torn. This is the most exciting thing
This
in
is a
his
dream
life.
for him. He's a super fan.
And at home, he has the most devastating thing in his life going on.
Yeah.
So I really, I hope he can go far.
Yeah.
All right, Gen X barbecue time.
Woo!
They had enough sausage left over for breakfast the next day.
How did they store that? Was that like that sausage that you don't have to put in the refrigerator?
What sausage is that?
Isn't there some sort of like cured?
Well, that's like pepperoni, but
Because like, how did they keep it good? You know? How'd they keep it 100?
I guess they just cooked the S out of it.
I don't know. But anyway, yeah, they had a little sausage left over for breakfast. Nice.
Yeah. Maybe it came in ice.
I don't know. So David and Ken were talking to Lucy, and they were trying to figure out like who's next on the chopping block, just in case they lose the immunity challenge. And Lucy's like, "Don't worry about it." And then she finally tells them,
Yeah. We're getting rid of Jess.
"Oh shit!
And I don't want to see you talking to anybody.
Don't even look at anyone."
We're voting off Jess.
She was like,
Goodbye.
she put up a lot of rules and restrictions, and you could tell Ken especially was just like, "Oh hell no!"
David was like, yes, okay.
Yeah.
And Ken was like, oh no, we're not doing that. So
He was not feeling that.
it's time for the immunity challenge.
All right, this one was fun. It was different.
I love this. It was an obstacle course
One person had to go for each tribe.
at a time. There was 3 that actually.
Yeah, I know.
3 different ones.
Yeah.
They had
They sit in the little chair.
ski lift. It was like
Yeah.
you had to get the numbered tiles in order from 1 to 30. Each person did 10 of them.
Yeah, and your
This
tribe lifts
was
you up.
Fun. I love this. At the end, you had to unleash them, and you had to solve a giant word puzzle. Mm-hmm. Well, a phrase.
A 30-letter.
Phrase.
Yeah.
This was unexpectedly long.
Well, yeah, because, I mean, they got all the pieces, but then when it came to solve the puzzle, they were just like, wait a second now.
A 30-letter phrase is very difficult to figure out when you've got nothing to go on. Usually they block out the words, you know.
Yeah.
Or
Let's
they
also
had
take into
nothing.
account that they haven't eaten in, like, forever, and their sleeping is awful, and, you know,
I don't even think I could have done it.
fully fed.
Fully fed and diapered and burped.
Yeah, well, it took 45 minutes
Wow.
for somebody to solve this thing.
It was close though, but
The Millennials pulled it out. Somebody loses their flame tonight.
it wasn't one of them.
Nope.
All right, well,
Back at the Gen X camp.
they're gonna blindside Jess.
That's
Or
the plan.
so they say. Lucy the Tiger Mom is gonna make it happen. She didn't like talk, or her edit
We didn't
let
see
her
her
talk.
speak for the first few episodes, but she was always making those mean faces. She was always like,
Yeah.
but now it's all coming out. We're like, whoa, it
She's
makes sense
intense.
now. Yeah.
She's intense.
The face matches the words.
Well, Ken's pissed. He wants to flip it.
He does not like being told what to do that way.
He wants to get Lucy out.
Yeah.
So Ken does the right thing.
Well, they're trying to come up with the numbers here.
Yeah. Well, he goes and tells Jess.
Mm-hmm.
And is like, I'm doing you a favor here. You're going to go home.
You're going to have to get Sunday's vote or you're out of here.
Yeah.
Because they were going to have Ken, David, Cece, Sunday, and Jess. That would be 5 votes.
So
To
what?
take out Lucy.
So what does that dumb Jess do? She goes and asks Lucy who we voting for.
Well, no, that's fine. Asking who are we voting for. But then she
Right,
said,
right.
hey, guess what? Ken wants you out. He told me that you guys are coming for me. Oh, shit! What are you
What did
doing?
you do?
Why would you do that?
So Lucy, of course, plays dumb.
The whole thing's messed up, though.
And Lucy's pissed. She just had dagger eyes for Ken. Dagger eyes.
David was like, I don't know what he's doing.
You're gonna still vote for Jessica, right? Oh, yes, Tiger Mommy.
Well,
All
it was
right.
very confusing what was going to happen. And
I
then,
think they went back to the original plan, obviously. Yeah.
before they went to tribal, David's like, I don't know, I might have to pull out that hidden immunity idol tonight.
And I was like, no, don't you do it!
That's pretty big to use it on not yourself.
You need that,
That's a
David.
big deal. But he realizes if Jess goes, he's just going to be on the bottom again, and that sucks.
All right, well, it's tribal, and everybody is a little bit insecure.
Yeah, because they're just like, what the frig is going on?
Yeah. And Lucy tells Jeff that Ken's gunning for her.
And Ken is just sitting there like, yep, that's what's happening.
And Jeff is like, what the F's going on, Jess? And she said, well,
What, am I just supposed to trust you? Yeah.
like this.
Oh,
I can't
don't do
even
that.
open my
Don't
eyes
do that.
that big. She was very...
That's her face.
No, I mean, no, this is her face. But then she was like,
All right. Anyway.
I'm not making fun of
Okay.
her looks.
I'm in the Big Eyes Alliance. It's
yeah, I
very
know.
unclear what's going to happen with this vote.
Right. Well, they go to vote, and Jeff's ready to read the votes, and freaking David stands up and is like, may
Might
I
be
address everyone?
pissing a lot of people off right now, but
I love how he went up and gave a little speech. Usually they just, throw
Yeah.
it to Jeff. Hey, here's my idol. I want to
David
play
is
it.
a writer, okay?
Yeah.
He's a wordsmith.
He uses the idol on Jess.
Oh, damn!
And sure enough, the plan was still to vote out Jess. That's
Yeah.
when this came in.
Everyone voted for her except for... I forgot. David, Cece, and then she voted for Cece.
Right.
So there were 3 votes that were not for her. Everybody else voted for her.
David and Ken voted...
No, Ken voted for Jessica.
For Lucy.
No. David and Cece voted for Lucy.
David and Cece voted for Lucy.
So Lucy went home. Crazy. That's
Wow.
a big deal, seriously, for David to use his idol this early on someone else.
Yeah, and she was just like, thanks.
Thank you. She owes her life to him right now.
Yeah.
Her survivor life, of course.
Yeah.
But it's crazy.
Well, that's a very risky
That's a
move.
big shakeup on that tribe.
Next time, Gen X is going nutso looking for the new idol.
There's a new idol up for grabs.
And the tribes are switching up.
What? That's going to be exciting.
That sucks, because what if David and Jess are on differing tribes?
But it's a mix-up, so, I don't know. We're going to see
You
what
know
happens.
what I mean? She owes him. If
Okay,
they both don't
maybe they'll
make it to the merge.
Relax.
I'm very upset right now for David.
How do you think that Taylor and Biggie feel?
I know, right?
I don't care. All right.
Let us know what you thought in the comments, and until next time,
Much love.
Edit.